That was loud.
That was. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the River News Desk. It is noon on Monday afternoon, and I'm Emily Pop in my office in the upper room, and I'm joined by live stream with.
Lisa Piper here from my office. So we're doing it a little bit lazy today.
Yes. Well, we had some people out and people that needed to help us, and so
Lisa Piper.
oh, there we are. We are live online. I'm looking at us right now. So
Okay.
I know we're going to do a message recap, and man, Lisa, do we have an awesome Resurrection Day yesterday here at the river?
We did, and we had a good number, a record number since COVID started, which was nice.
Yes,
And
it
a
was.
lot of people responding to what God was doing. And I didn't get a lot of quotes. I actually didn't take my pen and paper in Sunday morning, but I did get a quote from what you posted online that I remembered. Pastor said, "The devil doesn't have keys to his own office."
Right. Yes. And I remember typing that quote. That was a great one. Yeah.
Yeah. And he was basically just putting some balance. And he talked about not isolating ourselves and how we needed each other, and also brought the resurrection message. He did a great job.
Yeah, it was a great job. Yeah, it was a great message yesterday morning. And then we had Bishop Lance Johnson come in again last night. He's here again tonight. And man, whoo, did he preach the house down last night? I actually got to sit down in the sanctuary, and I do not know how many quotes I picked up last night. It was a lot.
One of the things I like is he does say some hard things, but he says it with love.
He does.
And not with condemnation. And I really like that. So I
Yes.
do have a couple of quotes on here. That's pastors. Oops.
Yes.
If you love the Lord, you will keep his commandments with a life of submission and surrender. And it's not possible to love the Lord and not want to keep his commandments. And then he also said, we need a move of God that will shut down the sin system. He said, we don't have a politics problem. We don't have an abortion problem. We have a sin problem, and it needs to come out of the church first. See, hard stuff. Doesn't sound as pleasant when I'm saying it, but they can rewatch that message.
He asked me last night, because I always get to go back and have the fellowship with the pastors after the service. And he said, you know, that one quote about the pimple? I was like, yeah. He said, did you quote that one? And I said, I think I did. It was a good
I
one.
started to put it on the news, and I thought, no, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
They can go back and look at the comments.
So if you want to know what that comment is, get on that feed last night, y'all. It was an awesome message. You just don't want to miss what's going on at the river with revival.
There was a lot of new people on last night watching as well. I mean, I don't know if they're new. I didn't recognize them, but they're not from around here. So people like to join in and listen.
A lot of times when we do our revivals, we have people from all over the country, even all over the world. Thailand, Bangkok, just places like that. A lot of different Asian countries are joining us. There's a man who joins us a lot of times from Pakistan. We have Ohio, Tennessee, of course, Georgia and Alabama, Florida. We have people from everywhere. And I love it that our revival's just not only reaching Kentucky, but it's reaching everywhere.
Which brings me to something I wanted to talk about. We do a morning worship program at 8:30. It's Colton and Lisa in the morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I just wanted to say thank you to all of those who tune in. And we hear regularly from people. When we do that, we don't do it with thinking typically that there's anybody watching. It's just kind of like me and Colton. But we get joined, like this morning, there was 5 or 6 people in the sanctuary just worshiping and seeking the Lord. But sometimes we'll go places, and people that don't go here even will say, hey, I join you in the morning. It gets my day started. It gets our day started as well. So we really enjoy that and enjoy that ministry.
And we had a lot of viewers this morning for a morning time, especially because this is the week of spring break here in Hopkins County. So we had a lot of viewers this morning. We had over 20 viewers watching, and that was just on our Facebook platform. I didn't get a chance to really look to see how many were on the YouTube channel, but we had a lot of viewers this morning, and that was great. So
usually we run the morning, maybe 10 to 14, and then people rewatch it during the day. There was one a week or two ago that was so anointed. I actually have listened to it myself a few times. I don't like hearing my voice. Colton doesn't like hearing his, but when the anointing is there, I will replay that baby.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
We've got a few announcements that are fresh announcements. And one thing is Eddie James, their ministry is going to be here on April the 23rd. That's a Friday at 7 p.m. So we're just now beginning to promote that.
Yes, we're excited about Eddie James coming. He was supposed to be here a year ago around that time, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, we couldn't have him because of all of the quarantine and things like that. So we're excited that Eddie gets to come back and join us.
Yeah, me too. And then we are doing the Biker's Blessing May 23rd. That's on a Sunday. We have a lot of bikers in this congregation.
Yes.
Maybe in one of them.
We're excited about that. We're actually going to be preparing. We started a few of us were talking about it yesterday. We're going to prepare early for that biker blessing. So we're ready for all those bikes to roll right in here and get blessed and bless those bikers as they ride out.
I don't have anything to do with the organization of that. However, I do have a special prayer, and it goes something like this. Oh God, please don't let me drop my bike in front of all these people.
I think that's the prayer that they all pray as they ride through those doors.
And I don't want to. I don't want to leave any tire tread on the carpet.
Yeah.
I think about Pastor Paul when that happens. But one year I'm right, because what happens is everyone you turn off your bike so that you don't have all those fumes in the morning, and so we roll the bikes in and we put them all across the front of the sanctuary, and then we pray a special blessing over the bikers, and it's a lot of fun. And typically they'll do a ride afterwards. I haven't done any of the rides. I have an issue with, I don't know. I have issues, but I'm planning, if they do that this year, I think I'm planning on doing that. But anyway, I was hoping no one would notice it was me, got my helmet and stuff on, and I'm driving out. So at the end, everyone starts their bikes and they file out those doors one by one. And when I got in front of the women, of course, the women are so sweet to me anyway, the women of the river, and they started screaming. And I thought, I don't know whether to smile or laugh, but I'm thinking this would be, if there's any pride in me, this would be a moment for humiliation. I'm like, do not fall. Don't run into the person in front of you. So that's a concern that I have.
Yeah. We have a lot of great bikers that come in. I think people look forward to that. And I think they missed it last year. So I'm glad we're bringing that back.
And trikes, people bring in their trikes. And Leonard Weichel rides his bicycle. He is an amazing bicycler. Anything with 2 wheels or 3 wheels.
Yeah, my son usually brings one of his dirt bikes because he has a couple, so he likes to get them blessed.
That's what. Well, they also usually have a sticker. I don't know if they'll do that this year, but the last time they gave I think we did it at the Damascus Roadhouse a couple of years, but we're doing it here at the church. I think I did not do it one year for some reason, but anyway, that's enough of that. The Biker Blessings, May 23rd. Y'all be praying that nobody falls.
Yeah.
Especially me. Well, who are we having on with Pastors Connect today?
It was all going to depend on a haircut. So, and I know that sounds funny, but they were discussing this late last night. Bishop was wanting to get a haircut because he wanted to get fresh and clean cut today. So if he was going to arrange that before 3, he was going to be here. If not, it was going to be Pastor Clint Hopper. So either way, if it's Bishop or if it's Clint, y'all just know Pastors Connect is going to be really good today. So
let me tell you how good our news is and our journalism. You heard it here first. The bishop's getting a haircut.
Bishop is getting a haircut.
So y'all tell him how good he looks.
Why he waits to come to Kentucky to get a haircut, I do not know. But yeah, that's what he wanted to do today. So yeah.
Well, I would say we have the best barbers, but I'm a girl and I don't know.
Yeah.
Dennis goes down here downtown with Steve Hibbs.
Yeah.
Our lead guitarist. That's another piece of news. He's open on Saturday mornings and Dennis works all through the week. So, we support local businesses.
We do.
And Brother Steve's a pastor as well.
Yes.
In Muhlenberg County.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
He was my pastor for quite a while. Yeah. I tell that story when had been in error because I didn't, when I got filled with the Spirit, I didn't have anybody to teach me. And so I went the wrong way. And so we ended up going to his church, and he really nurtured us and taught us, and we got grounded in the word. I'm really thankful for he and his family. So
Yeah.
Anyway, there's a plug for the barbershop on Main Street, Nortonville.
That's right. Guys, go down there and get your hair cut.
Well, the miracles report.
Ooh.
God's doing some amazing things. We're seeing the depression go. We had, I don't know how many, we've had probably over 110 baptisms since January 1st.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how many we had yesterday, but I love one of the women she was talking about. She just felt the fire of God, and a peace come over her. Peace is a good indicator.
Yes.
I got to pray with a guy last night that he said it felt like he had little butterflies in his belly. And he actually had, I think his upbringing was a little bit rough, but we watched God do some amazing things in him last night.
We had 7 get baptized last night in our revival service.
Oh, was it 7?
Yes, it was 7.
Awesome.
And there was a husband and wife that got baptized together, which is a really special thing. So if you want to be baptized, you need to get to revival. You don't need anything. You just come on, and the church can provide all that for you. So there's things happen in that baptism water. I can tell you that.
Now, listen, guys, I'm just going to put this. It is not a miracle that my head is lighting up. If you think you're seeing angels, do you see that? It's my earphones. I just thought somebody may start mentioning that. It's not a miracle that I'm that I'm aware of. But we do believe in miracles. God's doing amazing things.
Yes. Yes. Sorry for all the camera movement.
We need to write down and be a little more particular in writing down the exact miracles for the next Pastors Connect.
Yes.
The projects. Yes. Let me tell you about the projects. The main project right now is pool stools and new stairs for our pool.
Yes.
And we need some. I think we have the money for 2 stools, don't we? They just go down in the pool. So if people feel like they're having difficulty standing, they can just sit on those. Mm-hmm. And then we were wanting to have some more stairs. Yes, we are the church with a swimming pool in our sanctuary, but that's how we can baptize, 106 people and get that done as safely and efficiently as possible. Yeah. Guess what? I have a neat announcement.
What's that?
We have a new leader for our prayer team ministry.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Amber Hackney.
Yay, Amber.
She's now leading the prayer team. You heard it here first, folks. So she's the altar workers. She's going to be leading that, and then probably helping to coordinate with different with Drew with the pool team. And we want to encourage people that, when you're coming, not everyone here is a Christian. Not everyone here comes to this church. So we want to provide the safest environment possible. So we're going to be doing like some name tags. And so if you want to make sure you're getting prayer by people that are trained and know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Hooking you up with Jesus. That's what our number one job is.
I know Amber's always the one who leads all of the prayer time over at the pool as people enter into the pool. She's one of the ones that Drew has always relied on to take care of all that. And she's always done a great job. So I think that's an awesome job that she's going to now take over here in the sanctuary.
Yeah. And you know what else? Her first class, it's not too late, but I would say it's just almost at capacity. The Set Yourself Free class. If you don't get in on this time, you have to wait another 6 weeks. But she's doing a fantastic job with that. That information will transform a life, whether you're an old bird, an old Christian, you're mature, or if you're a new baby.
Well,
good stuff.
Actually, my family, my husband and my 2 kids, because I have an 11-year-old and a 14-year-old, they are actually in that class. So they're excited. So it's for any ages. And I mean, my 11-year-old, he's ready. He wanted to get in there and learn about it. So
I love, there's several fathers and children. Brad and his daughter's in there. Yes. Roger and Lexi's in there. Yes. And then there's every age group, and I
Mhm.
love that. And the kids seem interested, which they should be. It'll help set them up for success later on, for
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely. Yeah. Colin was excited to even read that book. He was ready. He took it with him and was ready to read. So he was going to get
Awesome.
that homework. So he was happy about it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, before I show you what's in my office, do we have anything else to talk about? Anybody else getting a haircut?
I don't think anyone else is getting a haircut.
Okay.
No, we are putting fresh water in the pool today, so we are filling that up. So baptisms tonight. We're hoping that we get to fill it up again with more people. So we're wanting to set some
In
people free.
I wanna say just thanks to the people that keep that pool. I know your dad works on that, you work on that, Mark works on that, Jake works on that,
Mhm.
and the guys, they really take responsibility, if something's going on. It's not an easy thing without the sunshine shining in and with
Yes.
people getting in the pool and keeping all the chemicals, so I'm really tickled with all the folks that come in and make that happen,
Yeah.
and I'm
We
tickled it's not me. It'd be green if it was me.
no, it's crystal clear. We do our best to keep it crystal clear, and you may see a little weird robot floating around in there, but that's what takes care of it. So,
And it has a ducky. I love to see that duck floating in there. Some of the
yeah,
pictures have the duck floating. I love that.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, since Pastor's not on here, we're doing what's in Lisa's office. Are
Yes.
y'all ready? I'm going to put my
So what's
little
in Lisa's
microphone I've
office?
been holding down. Yeah, I'm going to have to gather them.
Oh, if we're gathering, I think I know what this may be. It's the flamingos, women of the
This
river. You have
Pam made
created
me this
this.
one. He looks a little psychotic, and I love him. I love the way he flops. And then Kate got me this one. Wait a minute. I'll start it, and I probably won't be able to stop it.
Dashing through the snow, one more so early.
I know it's Christmas. Then I've got, Elizabeth got me this one.
Yes.
Beef
Yes.
amazing. I don't have all. Look at this one.
Oh, that's funny.
And then I have the sisters here. Now listen, I've got more. The ladies and this is one of my favorite things. When I write with that, I look pretty amazing. But if you don't know the story, lots of the flamingos are overtaking my house because, as most of you probably know, I got lost at sea last year on a huge inflated flamingo.
Mhm.
I'm not kidding. I got lost at sea. And there is a moment when you realize you're not coming back. Like sometimes you think you get caught in a riptide and you can get back. But I literally could not get back. I remember thinking, I'm not. Oh, please don't let me be on the 6 o'clock news with, woman from Kentucky, woman from Kentucky found on a huge floating flamingo in the middle of the ocean. So I prayed and I got rescued, but they don't let me forget it.
Well, and then you brought the pink flamingo into the sanctuary and preached a fire message about being lost at sea on a pink flamingo. One day it'll float in the pool.
Guess what my secret sister got me yesterday? It is I guess she got it at Bath and Body Works. It's a flamingo, and it's the scent thing screws in there.
Yeah, yeah.
That was a pretty cool gift.
Yeah, yeah.
So there you go.
Everywhere, and
So when people come in my office and see them, they know that people are celebrating my life.
Yes, yes. That's great.
I love that. Some people ask me if I was afraid. And, I wasn't. Oh, I can say maybe I was a little concerned. I actually just started laughing. I was like, oh, there's no way to come out of this without anybody knowing about it. And then I said, God, would you please? He is in the rescue. And he told me one time, because when I was saved, literally this bus driver found me in a ditch. Me and my brothers were playing in a ditch. My parents didn't go to church at the time. And she stopped and she asked my parents if she could start picking us up for church. And then later on in life, one time I was in a situation and the Lord told me, whenever you're in a ditch, I'll always come find you, basically.
Yep.
And
Yep.
so I remembered that, whether it's a ditch or it's the ocean, he just knows where we're at. And he was on a rescue mission. And I love that. That might be one of the reasons that I love the flamingos. Hey, I'm going to put a comment up here. I hope she doesn't mind. Deborah Allen says, after baptism last night, I was shaking with the fire of Holy Spirit for hours.
Yes.
I love that. And I love Deborah.
Yes.
And
there are some awesome pictures that Deborah has posted just on her personal page of when she was baptized before, and then when she was coming up out of the water. There's some pretty, we have a great photographer who is standing there by the pool capturing some pretty precious moments.
Yeah. Precious moments. That's a good word. That's Rick. We appreciate Rick and his camera abilities.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for joining us on the program today. We just try to give you the best of the river news, some things you want to know and some you might wish you hadn't. But we have Pastors Connect at 3:00, and then join us for Revival online or in service at 7:00, right?
Yes, don't miss Revival. And hey, if you want to be baptized, come on into the sanctuary, find Pastor Drew, and he'll be able to help you. I'll be registering people tonight, so come over and see me and say hi to me. I don't get to see a lot of people most of the time, but I've got a great assistant now, Diana. We appreciate you so much. And I get to sit down in the sanctuary and actually engage, and probably why you guys get more quotes now. So, but yeah, y'all don't miss Revival. It's a great time, and we're excited about what God's doing here.
All right. See you later.
Bye. Broke my